What's up my bros, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing my first ever Destiny 2 build video. We're going to be using Top Tree Code of the Protector. This build is tanky, this build does a crap ton of damage, and also you're going to get some zesty heals on the side. But before we get started, if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and like and subscribe. It would really help in getting my channel started, and I would really appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to be going over Code of the Protector. Usually this is a pretty defensive class, but because of our weapon and perk loadout, you're going to be able to dish out big damage and heals as well. First I'm going to be going over subclass perks. For Grenade, I like the Suppressor. It does decent damage and provides a lot of utility. If you hit a fallen captain or servitor, they can't teleport, Hive Wizards can't put down those annoying poison clouds, and Knights won't be able to hide behind their shield and heal. Vex, they can't teleport either, and Taken basically become completely useless. This is great for getting yourself out of a difficult situation, and is perfect for GM level content. Next up we have our melee, Defensive Strike. Defeat an enemy with this melee ability to create an overshield around you and nearby allies. Final blows grant melee energy when this overshield is active. Basically we're going to be using this as our panic button anytime our health is low and we don't have any healing available to us. We're going to try and hit the nearest enemy and give us and our team an overshield. Our second perk is Rallying Force. Melee kills restore health for you and nearby allies. This plays into the whole using our melee as our panic button. We're going to be playing in close a lot and be tanking a lot of damage. Third we have Turn the Tide. Your overshield from Defensive Strike lasts longer and increases melee damage and reload speed. Last but not least we have Water Dawn. We all know this one boys, pop your bubble and drag those bastards to hell like Saint 14. Now we have our weapons loadout. We have Scathelock. This is basically just a solid primary that we're going to use to generate special ammo when we chew through it with Null Composure. Now we have the bread and butter of our build, Null Composure. If you don't have this gun, you are missing out. This thing shreds everything. It's amazing at clearing ads, and with the right mods, which we'll talk about later, it absolutely shreds mages and bosses. Perk Reservoir Burst. When the battery is full, your next burst deals additional damage and causes enemies to explode on death. We're basically going to be using this like a breach load grenade launcher. Fire once, explode a crowd of ads, reload, and fire again. For our heavy slot, we're going to be using 1000 Voices. There's not much to say about this weapon, it's an absolute beast this season. Anything in your way just gets melted like butter. Now we're going to talk about our exotic armor piece. We have Precious Scars. This got a buff this season. It's super underrated now. We have the perk Kintsugi. Final blows from weapons with a damage type matching your subclass energy create a burst of healing around you. After reviving or being revived, you gain an aura that provides overshields to you and nearby allies. This is what's going to make our build super tanky. We're going to be using Null Composure to get most of our kills. Every time we do, we're going to be giving heals to ourselves and our allies. Also, the overshield we get when we revive or be revived is super handy in content like GMs or raids, because someone's probably going to die. For our first mod we have Quick Charge. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with fusion rifles or shotguns, and our secondary perk greatly increases the ready speed of fusion rifles, shotguns, submachine guns and swords. Next we have Reactive Pulse. While charged with light, when you take damage while surrounded by combatants, you emit a burst of damaging arc energy, consuming 1 stack of charge with light. And secondary, gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. Now for the first of our defensive mods we have Well of Tenacity. Picking up a Void Elemental Well reduces the damage you take from combatants for a short period of time. And second, we have Protective Light. While charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This effect consumes all stacks of charge with light. The more stacks consumed, the longer the damage resistance lasts. Finally, for defense, we have Better Already. Your health begins to regenerate immediately after picking up an Orb of Power. Now on our class item we have Elemental Armaments. Weapon takedowns with a damage type that matches your subclass element have an escalating chance to spawn an Elemental Well. 1-2 Finisher. Finishers restore melee abilities, requires 1/6 of your super energy. And finally, Particle Deconstruction. Dealing damage to a combatant with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle grants bonus damage with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle against that combatant for a short duration. This effect stacks up to 5 times. This is our most important mod, as it's what's going to allow us to do massive damage with Null Composure and provide constant heals to ourselves and our teammates. Yeah, so that's our build guys. If you like it, let me know in the comments. If you don't, drop a comment anyway, tell me what an idiot I am. And don't forget to give a thumbs up. And subscribe if you want to see more Destiny 2 content. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, tater.